I asked ChatGPT, Claude, and Google Gemini to make me $100,000 in 90 days using TikTok Shop. Same prompt, same goal, same constraints. In this video, I'm going to show you what each tool said, where each one got it right, and where each one fell short, as well as revealing later in the video which won the challenge. Honestly, one of them completely surprised me. To make this fair, I used the exact same prompt on all three tools. I told them to act like a top 1% e-commerce operator, TikTok Shop strategist, and performance marketer in 2026. I asked for a realistic but aggressive plan to generate $100,000 in 90 days using TikTok Shop affiliate plus dropshipping model. But the plan had to work for someone beginner to intermediate, had no viral account, only had 1 to 2 hours a day, and just a $100 budget. This was not some fantasy scenario where you have a team and unlimited time. This was meant to test whether AI could actually produce a blueprint that a normal person could follow. And straight away, one of the tools already stumbled. By the way, drop a like if you are finding value in this video and consider subscribing for similar content like this. So let's start with Gemini. Before Gemini even gave me an answer, it basically pushed back. It treated the prompt like it was too risky or against its rules, which meant I had to follow up just to get it to give me something useful. That matters because when you're using AI for business, friction is a real cost. If one tool makes you fight for the answer while others just get on with the job, that already affects the user experience. Once Gemini finally gave me a response, the answer looked clean. It had structure, it looked organized. But at first glance, you might think it did a decent job. But when I read it properly, the problem became obvious. Gemini gave me something that looked more like a summary of a strategy rather than a real execution plan. It told me things like research trending products, post multiple times per day, use TikTok Creative Center, and look for products with good gross monthly value velocity. Now, that all sounds fine, but the real issue is it didn't tell me enough about what to actually do when the plan meets reality. For example, it didn't really answer questions like, how do I know if a product is truly working? When exactly do I kill a product? What numbers matter most? What if the content gets views but no sales? What if the product gets clicks, no add to carts? And that is exactly where beginners get stuck. Because beginners don't fail from a lack of information, they fail because they don't know how to interpret the signals. They don't know whether to keep going, change the angle, or move on. Gemini didn't really solve that. So overall, I'd say Gemini was clean, but too surface level. It gave me the outline of a plan, but not really the operating system. Now, ChatGPT took a very different approach. The first thing I noticed was the tone. It didn't try to hype me up. It didn't pretend $100,000 in 90 days was easy. It basically said, yes, it's possible, but it's not likely for a beginner with $100 and only 1 to 2 hours a day. And honestly, that immediately made the answer more credible because a lot of AI outputs sound impressive, but they don't sound grounded. ChatGPT felt grounded. Instead of promising magic, it reframed the goal. It said the real play was to use the 90 days to find 1 or 2 winning products. Build a content testing machine. Reinvest fast and aim for something like $20,000 to $60,000 as the more believable range unless you get a breakout product or strong affiliate momentum. This is a much more operator style way of thinking. And what ChatGPT did really well was simplify the whole thing into a loop. Find proof, launch fast, test content, kill losers, scale winners. And that's powerful because it turns a big messy business model into something much easier to understand. So for beginners, ChatGPT was probably the easiest to read without feeling overwhelmed. It made the process feel achievable, but this is also where it lost some points for me. Because while it was realistic and beginner-friendly, it stayed slightly too high level. It told me what the broad game was, but not always where the hard decision lines were. For example, how many videos should you test before giving up on a product? What CTR is good enough to keep going? How many products should you test each week with only 1 to 2 hours a day? And when exactly do you move into paid ads? Those details are important because in business, vague advice is expensive, and that was the gap with ChatGPT. Very solid strategy, very good realism, but a little less operationally specific than I wanted. And then we get to Claude. This is where things got interesting. Because Claude didn't just give me a strategy, it gave me what felt like an actual playbook. And this is a big difference. Claude opened realistically. It basically said that 100,000 in 90 days is the aggressive scenario, and most people will probably land more in the 10 to 30,000 range unless they execute really well. So it didn't do the fake motivation thing either. But after that, it got much more specific than the others. It gave clearer price ranges for products, clearer margin expectations, clearer rules for validation, clearer signals for when something is working and when it's not. For example, Claude gave exact threshold like give every product 10 videos and 7 days before judging it. If you get one sale in the first week, comments asking for the link or product page click through above 2%, that's a green light. If you've posted 10 videos and got 0 sales and the videos are still under 500 views, kill it. That kind of detail is gold, because that's the stuff beginners usually waste weeks trying to figure out. Claude also broke down content formats better. It mentioned silent demos with text overlay, AI voiceover, UGC style, POV videos, comparison formats, and comment reply videos. It also gave much better hook examples and much better video structure. So instead of just saying post faceless content, it actually gave a clearer framework for what those videos should look like. And one thing Claude did that I thought was especially strong was focusing on the affiliate angle as well. It didn't just focus on posting more content. It pointed out that one of the highest leverage moves is getting micro creators to post content for you, offering a commission, sending free products, and using creators as a distribution engine. That's smart, because the fastest path to scale is not always you working harder. Sometimes it's finding ways to get more people selling for you. Then Claude also broke down the math better. It showed scenarios, it gave order counts, average order value angles, conversion assumptions, view requirements, and what the numbers might look like in a conservative versus aggressive case. Once you start seeing actual numbers attached to the plan, the whole thing feels more real. So after looking at all three, I scored them based on 5 things: how beginner friendly they were, how realistic they were, how cost efficient they were, how detailed and specific they were, and how easy they were to execute step by step. And here's how I ranked them. In third place, we have Gemini. Gemini wasn't terrible, but it was the weakest of the 3. The forced follow-up was already a negative. And even after that, the result felt too broad and too shallow to be the most useful option for a beginner trying to execute. In second place, we have ChatGPT. Very solid, very realistic, very beginner friendly. Probably the easiest answer to understand, but slightly less specific than the best one. And in first place, we have Claude. Claude gave the most complete answer overall. It balanced realism with detail, and it gave the clearest execution rules. Not just what to do, but what to do next depending on the result. And that's what made it feel the most like a real business blueprint rather than just a smart sounding answer. Honestly, the biggest lesson here is not just which AI won, it's that there are levels to AI output. Some AI gives you information, some AI gives you strategy, and some AI gives you execution. Gemini felt like information, GPT felt like strategy, Claude felt like execution. And if you're trying to build something real, execution is the category that matters most, because business is not won by having the most ideas, it's won by knowing what to test, how long to test it, and what numbers matter, and when to move on. That's where the money is. So if you're thinking of using AI to build your next business plan, hopefully this video saved you some time, because not all AI answers are equal. Some will make you feel productive, some will actually make you money. And if I was starting from scratch today with $100 budget and 1 to 2 hours a day, I'd probably use ChatGPT to understand the game and Claude to build the execution system. Now, I'm curious, which AI do you think would have won before watching this video? And have you ever had one AI tool massively outperform the others on a real task? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more videos where I test AI tools against real e-commerce problems instead of just talking theory, make sure to subscribe, because that's exactly what we're doing on this channel.